Okay, for the musculoskeletal assessment, I would first look at the chart, see what we're doing. I'd gather my equipment, which for this is just my gloves, wash my hands, and I'd go in. Hi, my name is Hannah. I'm going to be your nurse today. Looks like we're just doing a general musculoskeletal assessment, which includes me examining your upper and lower extremities, testing your balance, coordination, stuff like that. Is there any questions that you have before we begin? If you're comfortable, you can use the restroom. No? Can you give me your name and date of birth, please?
Amanda Lates, June 1st, 1998.
Perfect. And I will check to make sure it matches your wristband, and it does. I would ensure privacy, and is the lighting okay for you?
Beautiful.
Perfect. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is I am going to have you stand up for me. Move this chair out of the way. So first I'm just going to test your gait and look at that, and that's just ensure your walking is normal. So if you want to just walk up and down for me, make sure you're not limping, nothing hurts, everything feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. And next I'm going to test your balance, which is the Romberg test. And to do that, just have you turn a little bit this way. Just got to close your eyes and stand there for a few seconds. Good, just making sure you're not wobbly. You can open your eyes now. And then last, we're going to test your coordination, which is the RAM test. So if you could just do this with your hand for me. Perfect. Okay, looks good. And next, I am going to assess your spine. So if you want to just stand like this for me, I'm going to look to make sure there's no curvature going down your spine. That would be scoliosis. And if she did have it, she'd probably be like kind of in an awkward standing position. She's not. If she had kyphosis, she'd have like a hunchback up in this thoracic cervix or spinal area. And if she had lordosis, she'd have an inward curvature in her lumbar area of her spine, which she doesn't, so that looks awesome. And next, I will test your range of motion in your spine. So if you want to just twist for me this way. Good, front, back. Okay, so that looks good as well. You can take a seat again. Okay, next I'm going to be assessing the upper extremities. So I'm just looking at your arms, inspecting them for size, shape, and symmetry. That all looks normal, equal bilaterally. Is there any tenderness that I should be aware of anywhere?
Nope.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and palpate them. Sure the muscles feel normal, no lumps. Okay, and then I'm going to inspect your joints, which you have joints in your shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers, and I am inspecting them for redness, swelling, and size. And they all look normal. Is there any tenderness in them? Okay. Then I'm going to palpate them for temperature, tenderness, and shape. Okay, and that's all good and equal bilaterally. And I'm going to test your range of motion. So if you could do it in your elbows and shoulders, this, twist your wrists around, and then your fingers. Perfect. Okay, so that's all for that. And now I'm going to look at your arm drifts. So if you could just stick your arms out, close your eyes. I'm just going to make sure they're not falling anywhere. Okay, perfect. Okay, upper extremities look good. Everything's equal, symmetrical, no tenderness. Okay, now we're going to look at your lower extremities. And I'm just inspecting them for size, shape, and symmetry. And they look good. And then is there any tenderness in them anywhere?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Then I am going to palpate them for tenderness. No tenderness anywhere. Okay. And I'm going to look at the joints, which are in her hips, her knees, her ankles, and her toes. And I'm looking for any redness, swelling, and just the shape of them. They all look good. And then I'm going to palpate the joints for temperature, tenderness, and shape. So we've got toes, ankles, knees, and hips. Okay, and those feel good, no tenderness anywhere. Okay, perfect. And Next, I'm gonna do the range of motion in your lower extremities. So if you wanna go lay on the couch. Okay, so in the lower extremities, where's your feet? Okay, so, oh, geez. Okay. Okay, can you wiggle your toes for me? So her toes are wiggling, circular motions with your ankles, looks good. And then I would bend her knee upward to test her range of motion in her knee. And then in her hip, I'll have you turn it outward like this. Just kind of do a circular motion. And then her hips look good. Okay, and then also while you're sitting down, I'm gonna test your strength. I'll have you flex your feet up. Good, and then just push out. Perfect. Okay, so the strength in her lower extremities is strong and it's equal bilaterally. Okay, I'll have you come sit back down. And I'm also gonna assess the strength in your upper extremities. And I'm just gonna have you put your hands under and pull towards you. Good. Push towards me. Perfect. Okay, so her strength, her hands or her arms are strong and equal bilaterally. And then I'm also gonna have you squeeze my 2 fingers to test your strength. Good, strong, equal bilaterally. And then that will conclude the assessment of the musculoskeletal system. And I would thank you for your cooperation. Is there anything you need before I go? Chocolate, okay. Here's some chocolate. Okay, and then are you comfortable? Good, okay. So I would leave her comfortably and safe. I would document my findings with appropriate terminology. And I would take my gloves off and I'd wash my hands as well.